It's well made. You can bake in the pieces. It can be put in the oven, it can be put in the microwave, it can be put in the dishwasher, and it's gonna last you for years and years. My name is Chelsea Petrie, and I have been collecting Fiesta for over 25 years. I started collecting Fiesta through a family friend of my mom and dad's, and we would go to her house sometimes, and she had the most colorful and fun kitchen I had ever seen. If you go to the Fiesta Factory Outlet in New Ulvet, West Virginia, or one of the other locations, you'll typically walk in and see the main showroom. That's where you're going to see all of the new pieces, everything that's sold retail, all the colors, all the plates, bowls, cups, everything that you might want to potentially find. Typically they'll have a nice decoration set out for the holidays. When you go off, you could go off to the right, and there is an area called the retired room. So in that room, you'll typically find pieces that are no longer in production. So it could be a color that's no longer in production. It could be a piece or a style that's no longer in production. And then the last room that you'll go into, which is kind of the haven for collectors, is the seconds room. You'll find anything in the seconds room is marked down an additional percentage, and that's where you're going to find pieces that have that slight imperfection. So you can just filter through. There's plates, there's cups, there's bowls, any of the newest pieces that are in production at the time is going to be in the seconds room. So it's really a great place if you're new to collecting and you want to get a lot of pieces. You can go down there to the outlet, you go to the seconds room, and for probably less than $100, you can walk away with an 8 to 12 piece dinner service. We are getting ready for Christmas here, which means I get to bring out my holiday Fiesta collection. I always like to have a candy bowl out no matter what season it is. Anybody that comes over or passes through the living room gets to come grab a handful of candy. A lot of times the family will convene in this spot, especially if there's candy out in the bowl. It brings everyone kind of together. These are my snowflake plates, which I usually just set out here around the candy dish. Helps to bolster the festive vibe a little bit. We love having people over for the holidays, so making a charcuterie board or some kind of snack plate as everyone's gathering together in the kitchen, because that's where everyone tends to gather, especially when there's something good to eat. But it makes me happy to see people enjoying or complimenting our pieces because they're also enjoying something that brings me a lot of joy.